Britain 2100, Utopia or Collapse? A nation at the edge of tomorrow, scenarios envisioned by AI. This is not a prophecy, it's a possibility. The year is 2100, and Britain has become something else. Two futures, one bright, one broken. Both begin with us today. Part 1. The Rising Tide. In the early 21st century, the United Kingdom stood at a turning point. Brexit had fractured its relationship with Europe. Climate change was no longer a theory, but a rising sea on its doorstep. Automation had begun to replace workers across every sector. Trust in government eroded, infrastructure outdated, society divided. And then came the cascading crises. A decade of heatwaves, blackouts, food price shocks, digital misinformation, a new arms race, not with bombs, but with artificial minds. The world was changing faster than policy could react, faster than people could adapt. The question wasn't, would Britain survive? The question was, what would it become? Part 2. Britain Ascending, the Utopia Scenario. By 2100, in one version of the future, Britain thrives. It is no longer an empire, but it is a beacon, a nation reborn through adaptation, not dominance, through innovation, not nostalgia. London is still here, but different. A polycentric, green vertical city. The Thames no longer a threat, but a smart waterway, self-regulating, self-defending. Energy is clean. Tidal arrays in the Severn, solar membranes on every rooftop, wind farms stretching beyond the horizon. And in a quiet lab in Sheffield, fusion reactors hum with promise. The NHS was reborn, not as a hospital system, but as a health intelligence network. Prevention is predictive, care is customized, longevity has increased, but so has quality of life. Jobs, as we once knew them, and are rare. But people are not idle. They teach, restore forests, mentor AI, repair communities. A national ethos of purpose beyond profit took root after the Great Resignation of the 2030s. Scotland is sovereign, but friendly. Wales is bilingual, prosperous, self-powered. Northern Ireland thrives under dual stewardship. England, streamlined, focused, leads in AI diplomacy and climate law. The trains are silent. The skies are busy, with vertical farms, delivery gliders, and air ambulances. Cities breathe. Nature has returned on rooftops, along roads, even in Parliament Square. Education is continuous. No more grades, only growth. Children learn from AI mentors, elders, virtual historians, and each other. Britain in this future is not perfect, but it is stable, resilient, respected. And it began because people decided that decline wasn't destiny. Part 3. The Fallen Isle. The Collapse Scenario. But not every path leads to light. In another version of 2100, Britain collapsed, not in fire or war, but in neglect. The sea took East Anglia, the Thames flooded London, the north baked in endless heat waves, reservoirs ran dry, wildfires turned Surrey into soot. The NHS, privatized, algorithmic, unaffordable. The elderly rationed insulin by watching ads. The young turned to underground clinics run by neural hackers. Democracy fell with a shrug. Turnout dropped below 20%. Votes were traded for crypto. The last free press outlet shut down in 2062. Fake news became a crime. The cities were split, inner sanctums, guarded by drones, filled with tech elites. Outer rings, decaying slums where social credit determined survival. Cash was dead, speech was scored, curfews were automated, and no one noticed the end because it came in pixels. One app update at a time. Scotland broke away, Wales followed. Northern Ireland merged with the Republic. England, small, angry, irrelevant, stood alone. It had once ruled half the world. Now it ruled nothing, not even itself. Part 4. The Pivot Point. Us Two Futures. Utopia. Collapse. The map to both exists today. In every vote, every policy, every conversation we choose to ignore. The signs are clear. Trust in institutions is cracking. Climate adaptation is underfunded. Technology outpaces law. Public discourse is infected by rage algorithms. Millions live closer to poverty than to progress. But we still have time. Time to reimagine what Britain means, not just as a place, but as a promise. We can invest in education, not surveillance. We can lead in climate repair, not warfare. We can choose digital rights, not digital control. We can heal. We can plan. We can build. Closing, 2100 begins now. This is not a prophecy. This is a warning and a whisper of hope. The future of Britain will not be written by fate. It will be written by action, by courage, by ordinary people refusing to accept collapse as the only option. Two futures, one nation, one chance. The year is 2100. What did we choose? Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, ring the bell, and tell your friends about my listening library.